Welcome and good evening. This is Big Time Super Friends, the show with movie and TV show shenanigans. And with great power comes a great electricity bill. I'm Toby, your host.
And I'm Brian, and I rebel.
And don't you ever forget, goddamn well the goddamn movies are better than the books. I'm Marcus.
Daisy Ridley as Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider movie. How do you guys feel about that one?
I can see that 100%, especially if it goes with how the new Tomb Raiders, you know what I mean?
The video game, right?
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then I forget what the first new one was called, but yeah, especially if it goes with that look, 100%. I mean, she has that look down. There's already that accent there going on. I mean, I could see it.
I'm for it, yes.
I could see that, 100%.
Here's the thing. I want to say I'm for it. I think she was awesome in Star Wars. I think she's gonna be she has one of the brightest futures ahead of her.
Oh yeah,
like, by far. She's just super talented. You know, the one thing I just can't get over, and I'm pretty sure they can get around it while they're filming it with a little lower angles. She is a shrimp, dude. She's short as hell, and I would like someone slightly taller. But if I'm going on pure talent, if I'm going on pure aesthetics, I wouldn't choose Daisy Ridley. But if I'm going on pure talent, she is the one.
It's funny how you bring that up, the aesthetic thing, because nobody seems to mind that Tom Cruise is like, what, 5'0".
He's like 5'5" or something like that, or some short fucking midget size.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman. I mean, she's not physically Wonder Woman size. She's what, 5'6", 7?
Which is one thing where I'm all for Daisy Ridley. I think that was the best choice, honestly. Mm-hmm. But it's just one lingering thing that's in my mind, and it's like, she's really, really short. She'll definitely do a better job than Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
By far, right? I mean,
yeah.
And the thing is are they going to go kind of a more adventurous tone like the video games, or are they going to go more cheesiness, Angelina Jolie?
I think they're kind of going to go a little bit more gritty, especially if it follows that storyline, because I mean that's kind of it's a dark game, it's a violent game, you know, so
like more like violent, gory, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and going with the height thing, I mean, comparatively in game with the characters, she's not the tallest, you know, she's not any of that kind of stuff, so you know, I still think that she can do it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm all in it. I'm all in it despite the kind of the short little nod for her being a little too short, but I'm pretty sure I can get I'll forget about it as soon as I start seeing it. I won't even think about it.
Now, here's an interesting question as well. How do you feel about the movie almost exploiting Lara Croft as a sex symbol? Like, do you think they go that route, or like they show like undertones of like her sexuality?
I think again, I hate to keep referencing this, but if it follows that series, they moved away from that.
They have,
series,
and I felt like that was a good thing, because you know, do you remember like Lara Croft in the very first Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1, like when she would get up, when she would get up like on a ledge, she would be like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was like super sexualized,
but it was
a
really good game. Aside from that, it was a really good game.
But every time she climbed,
got off a lot of legends.
You would too, bro.
I don't even think they could over sexualize Daisy Ridley. She's very attractive. No doubt about it. She's very attractive, but she's not like. She doesn't have.
She's not a sex symbol.
I'm going to say she doesn't have the attributes as a Angelina Jolie, or
attributes.
You know what I mean? Like, she's. What are they going to show her? I mean, she doesn't have the long legs. I don't know. I don't think they're going to go that route.
I don't think so either, especially if they're modeling it after this new Lara Croft.
One, yeah.
I mean, she's not over-sexualized at all. I mean, she's fully clothed. I mean, she's a badass, you know? Yeah. So if they follow that, I think it would make a lot of people happy, and I think it would make for a great story.
Who would be a better explorer? Daisy Ridley in the Tomb Raider, or Tom Cruise and the Mummy.
Tom Cruise in the Mummy.
Who would be a better explorer?
I don't know. He could, Tom Cruise playing Nathan Drake in Uncharted, bro. That could be.
Don't even give me that, bro. That right there is for Nathan Fillion, maybe.
Oh, yeah. He looks just like him.
Yeah, he does.
Come on, Nathan.
Yeah, you got this, bro. You could do it.
We didn't get more Firefly, so let's get some.
Yeah, let's get some of that at
let's
the
get
very
some
least.
Uncharted, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Tomb Raider thing, I'd like to know the synopsis of it. I mean, we hardly know anything, really, right? I mean, but I'm gonna be definitely keeping an eye on the trailer, the synopsis, and her co-stars. Like,
Let's see what kind of cast they put around her to help her. You know what I mean?
Now, I guess I should have asked in the beginning: is this just a rumor now, or is this confirmed? Kind of.
I think this is pretty much confirmed as a reboot.
Okay.
Of the series they've done in the past. You know, with Angelina Jolie and.
Good.
We're all for it. Next topic.
Next topic, Beetlejuice sequel. You know, they're bringing back Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder. Do you think this makes big bucks for them?
Big bucks? I'm not too sure, dude. I am so stoked about this movie. I love the original Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice was one of the greatest things I've ever seen as a kid.
It was funny watching him go from like Batman to Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? Like the characters themselves.
I think he did Beetlejuice first and then Batman, and people didn't really. They weren't digging him as the Batman when he got announced as Batman. They didn't like that.
When have they ever liked the casting of Batman?
But they were so wrong. I mean, that's arguably he could be considered one of the best Batmans.
Yeah,
that we've ever had. But Winona Ryder, I haven't seen her in a long time. Are they gonna? I'm only gonna like it honestly, is if they have the same kind of sense of humor. And the same kind of look to it, the colorful purples and the greens.
And even the sound, because the sound really made that, you know what I mean? That was excellent soundtrack.
B-movie-esque kind of feel to it.
Like cult classic, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do that nowadays. But
yeah.
And have them not go full-blown CGI. Have them have that kind of...
Some actual set pieces going on up in there.
Set pieces. You know what I mean? I want that look. I don't want any...
You want authentic.
Yes. I mean, clearly, how authentic is Beetlejuice living in a little city? But I mean,
you know what I mean?
I know.
But I want him to be raunchy because I remember in the first movie, he went to a whorehouse and he's all fucking dancing his way to the whorehouse and he's just... It's just funny. It's just bribing a fly with a Nutter Butter bar, or whatever the hell. I don't know the name of that bar, but it was something stupid. But I want that type of ongoing humor.
Now, do you think that it could have been better as like a Netflix movie, or maybe Amazon movie, as opposed to like a big, a bigger movie that came out in theaters, or maybe like a mini series, even like a short mini series, like maybe 6 episodes, 8 episodes?
I don't think mini series. Nah, I think it has to be a movie. And the only thing is, although Netflix has been known to pick up some things and make them really, really good, I think if you want that authenticity, you have to kind of go with the bigger cash. You know what I mean? You got to go major motion picture.
But how many of our that's kind of like the previous generation. Well, we all know Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't
a lot of younger people
early 20s. Have they seen Beetlejuice? I don't think so.
I would agree there.
But what I wouldn't even mind the Netflix thing, because in a way, either give me a feature film and go like semi-big, I'm talking like under 50 mil,
obviously.
Right? Yeah. Or go the Netflix route, and even that would be good, because I feel like it would force them to hold back on the budget and go a little more practical. And
it would be awesome, because I believe that the Beetlejuice, the first movie, was a lot of practical, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Puppets, practical, everything, and they have to bring. I'd like to have them explore more of like the after. What's that other world after
the afterlife?
The afterlife kind of thing, because then you can run crazy essentially with designs and costumes and puppets and blah blah blah. That would be if they give us a little more story revolving that part of the world. That'd be awesome. So,
do you think they bring back anybody else though from the original?
I think they already have the main cast, right? Like that's.
I mean,
you got the big people already.
Wasn't like the couple, the married couple? Remember
Bill Pullman and I forget
Jenna Davis. I think?
Yes,
Jenna Davis.
Are you
Gina
sure?
Davis.
Gina Davis.
Gina
There you
Davis.
go.
Oh, I don't think they're gonna. You know what?
I mean, they're both still around.
Why
Yeah.
not? You know, Gina. You know,
And she was in something recently too.
the thing is that the thing that will complicate that, I think, would be since they're dead, will their bodies? I mean, their bodies technically shouldn't change, right? So, but you can't. They've obviously aged, so. I say get a. It's like as I'm thinking it and I'm about to say it, I'm kind of trying not to. I almost want to say go with a newer cast or maybe a new couple that Beetlejuice interacts with.
True.
Just
be
to
a good
keep
idea.
things new.
True. Fresh.
Fresh. Maybe Winona Ryder dies this time and she's dealing with Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
you know.
on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
That'd
You
be
know,
interesting.
I like the route that you proposed, the Deadpool route, which is, they make something for under 50K and then they
50
re-
mil.
I mean, 50 mil. I'm sorry, 50K.
That's just a camera rental.
I know.
That's just a camera.
50K. We'll film that.
We got to wrap this up in an hour.
I know. They could do it. It's movie magic, bro.
Let the big time Super Friends handle it.
Yeah. No. But yes, like for 50 mil, then they reap the benefits of
Yeah.
Will it make that though? Will it make that plus more? Because let's say this.
I say yes. You know why I
think
say
it will
yes?
too. I think it will
Because
too.
look how places like Hot Topic exploit our nostalgia.
Yeah.
You don't think that Beetlejuice, like another one, especially backed by Tim Burton. Like Tim
Burton's
is
huge anyway.
Yeah.
So, he brings.
They're gonna buy his things like automatically.
Yeah.
And just because of the name, Tim Burton. Oh my God, Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride.
and I would say run
Batman.
Batman.
Let Tim Burton loose.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Like just let him run loose, like creatively.
Yeah.
Do what you want, and he could possibly do what he wants if they do keep it under 50 mil. It's like, well, the possible loss isn't going to be that great. So you give the director more leeway, more rope to possibly hang himself. Who knows?
I know, but he is a cash cow. I mean,
He has his fan base just like Tarantino has his fan base, or Rodriguez has their fan base.
Yeah.
Nolan,
Spielberg.
for sure. I'm a fan of his. The only complaint I've ever had of Tim Burton movies is all his characters typically tend to look the same.
Yeah.
Pale skin, black bags under their eyes, messy hair. Sometimes
the dead look.
the dead
Yeah.
look. Yeah. Typically, I don't mind that, but
and I also feel like all their characters come from like the same universe in a strange
That's
way.
like a fan rumor, bro.
Yeah.
They can connect
That'd
all
be
those
kinda
universes
cool.
together.
You know
That'd
what
be
I mean?
kinda cool.
Because it's very like dreary. Their appearance and like the way their attire is all set up for each like
would that
series.
include Batman?
Yeah, I would even say Batman.
Well, because there's like that pretty good one with Corpse Bride with Vincent, I think is his name, and the dog. Like that's Jack Skellington and his dog Ghost, I think is his name or something. Or
Zero.
was it? Zero. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Well, that actually is him, like way in the future, and kind of makes sense, I guess.
I
But we'll
also
see.
like the door theory. You know how there's in Nightmare Before Christmas, there's doors leading to other worlds and other things. So maybe
never
it's like
heard
that. Yeah, I've heard
I
that
didn't
one
even think of
before.
that.
I think I've heard it on like Reddit or something.
I'll have to Google it.
Yeah, where like each of them like goes to each individual Tim Burton movie, like Alice in Wonderland and whatnot. You know what I
Go to
mean?
the Batman door,
Yeah, the Batman door.
the Sweeney Todd door.
I know.
Which, by the way, that is my favorite Tim Burton movie. I would.
It's hard because there's like Edward
Mine's
Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands.
There's
Yeah,
Batman 1, 2.
Edward Scissorhands for me, still hands down. I think the 25th anniversary of that just
I
came
think
out,
my
too.
favorite Tim Burton.
I'm just gonna go with
Batman
Sweeney
2.
Todd.
Batman 2, huh?
Yeah,
Catwoman.
yeah.
The most, I would say, the most badass Catwoman to
And
date.
memorable
Yeah.
one. I
and
would
memorable
say.
one for that matter.
She
Anyways,
was
we're
gorgeous.
like so
We're going way off
spiraling
topic.
fucking down. I am excited.
Yes, everybody's
Let's
excited
do it.
here.
Let's do it.
First in line.
Let's keep it spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's a real spooky topic: Lights Out trailer. What do you guys think about it?
Segue.
Shit. You know what? You just finished watching it.
Look, I didn't even hear about this. Apparently it was based off of like a short, like 2-3 minute little clip, and then they're just expanding on it. I literally just saw both that clip and the trailer maybe a couple hours ago. Like, that thing gave me the creeps. Okay,
My
like,
hairs are standing up.
yeah,
right now as
like
we speak.
literally in that 3-minute video, just that suspense that was built up, and it's just something. It's really, really simple, and I think it kind of preys on everyone's kind of natural fear of
Of
the
the
dark.
dark.
Right. I mean, I think to a certain point, everyone is afraid of the dark. Shit, I am. I sleep with a goddamn nightlight on. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I'm afraid of the dark. So the whole
Fear of
concept
the
of
dark.
it, you know, with turning the light on and off, and first having control over it, and then it just happening by itself. I think that's kind of that's a terrifying thing to even think of. And especially at the end of that trailer, when you see this thing, you know, just like on the edge of the bed, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I
You're
mean?
talking
Yeah.
about the actual
Short,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
little short film. Yeah,
you know, that gave me the creeps. I saw it, I'm like, whoa! Like, that freaked
not
me
only
out.
does it play on everybody's fear of the dark, but like the fear of like seeing something that's not really there.
Yeah.
Plus the added effect of it being dark.
'Cause
you've-
everyone's like, I saw some fucking shit over
yeah,
there.
like what was that? You know what I mean? And then nothing's there, but turn on the light.
And I think that they're expanding on it pretty well in the movie. I mean, the only thing I thought was kind of funny is it stars this. It's the same woman that's in the same preview
Film.
trailer that's in
Yeah.
the movies. I'm like, man, this thing
that's
happened
the
to her
consistency.
before. Like one time last week, that shit happened to her last week.
Not to mention anything that James Wan is involved in, horror-wise,
It's usually
I've
money.
loved.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's Conjuring,
Conjuring 2,
Insidious, now
Insidious.
Lights Out. He's just the man. He is literally the Spielberg of horror. I would consider him the Spielberg of horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that too.
I would too.
He's like the go-to guy right now for it. You know what I mean?
And
where it used to be with Guillermo del Toro, you know. But
Or
I
even
guess
Wes Craven or
yeah,
something. You know
Wes
what I mean?
Craven. But those guys are a little bit like more serious, you
Yeah.
know, like in like thrilling and
Well,
drama
Guillermo del Toro
wise.
just
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth. Boom. You
Yeah.
just watch that. That shit'll give you the creeps.
The thing that got me into James Wan to begin with, and I think the first time I ever saw James Wan film was Insidious #1, and you could ask anyone that has known me for years. I don't like horror movies. I just don't. I don't get them. I think they're like a cheap thrill. But when I saw Insidious, actually, I'll take that back. The first good scary movie I saw was The Ring. But after that,
Slept with me for a week. Just so y'all know. Slept in
He
my
was
bed.
cuddling.
we were teenagers. But it kind of did a great job. All of James Wan's films have done a great job of building the suspense slowly, and then it'll get you multiple times without feeling like it's a cheap scare. Like he'll legitimately creep you out. As that little kid. I know that James Wan didn't do this, but that little kid next to the fucking bed.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I saw that too, and I was like, dude, that looks fucking freaky.
He also chose very interesting like music for Insidious. You know, there was those couple little music tunes that they're just very haunting. Like
It's
when
like
you
that
think about
classical
it,
kind of sounding,
Yeah.
like really creepy. I don't know. I dig it.
It's one of those movies where I hope I'm not busy when it comes out, because I tend to work usually odd hours and odd days. But I'm definitely going to see that in
we
theaters.
should definitely see it at night, though.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if I see it at night,
You won't
He's
be
gonna
able
be
to
sleeping with me,
sleep.
bro. I'm gonna give him my spare key.
I have to sleep with oh man, like you have no idea. Sometimes I sleep in bed and it's one of those things where I just naturally just wake up in the middle of the bed, and sometimes my cat Batman's face is right here, and that alone is like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
If I have to see it during the day or afternoon, I have to just see it. You know, it just creeps me the F out, dude.
I don't blame you or Brian for being like a little scared about it, because like,
I'm not afraid of it.
you gotta sleep with the light on, bro.
Yeah, but I do that because I'm cool with it. Unlike him, I love horror
I'm
movies.
trying to relate to you here, because like, you know, late at night when I'm up and I can't go to sleep, I have a living room that's like a fair size, but there's also like a corridor that leads to like our main room.
I know, and
it's a long walk. You know what I mean? It's a long walk, and then that space is very like closed, and it makes you kind of feel like claustrophobic. So when I'm walking down it, I tend to hear like, because I have a wood floor also, so it creaks behind me.
Oh hell no!
So
I'm telling you, it's creepy at its place at night. I'm telling you.
So the lights at the beginning of the corridor, you know what I mean? So I have to cut it off. And sometimes I do look back just to make sure, and I walk backwards.
It's like a subconscious thing.
Walk backwards?
Yeah, like I walk backwards so like nothing could, you know what I mean, sneak up on me.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. I do the same thing. The way my bedroom is set up is there's a hallway, and my bathroom is right across the hallway from my bed, literally right across the hallway. So I have to I leave the door open just a crack so I can slip my hand through to flip the switch really quick. But I have my door open to my bedroom, and then I close the door, and then I flip it, and then I just go in the room, bro. And even in that split second, I still look behind me like this.
I don't even go that
far. Man.
You guys are a bunch of pussies.
Dude, don't spend a night at my house, bro.
No, dude, don't. This shit's haunted. For real.
Next topic.
Okay, here's another trailer that we're all looking forward to. Star Wars Rogue One.
I'm excited for this movie. Big time. I think that the date's been announced, but I don't know the date.
December.
Oh, this year. Okay, so this year. Now, I mean, obviously Rogue One takes place right before A New Hope. And the whole point of that movie is the rebels stealing the plans for Death Star.
Correct.
Like, we already know all of that. But I think we were just talking about it, and I don't know if with the stealing of the plans, is that where it ends and then A New Hope begins, or do they kind of overlap a little bit? You know what I mean?
Well, they delivered the plans. I think that's how they're going to end it. Is
like delivering the plans.
They're going to deliver the plans, and I don't think that the crew that stole the plans, I don't think it's going to end well for them.
You think they're just going to die?
I think they're going to die because I think Vader will kill them. Because Vader is still like in the beginning of New Hope, he's still searching for those plans that got away. But there was no and even I think during New Hope there was they mentioned like we went through a great deal to get these plans, you know, and they never mentioned who stole the plans or anything like that. So I'm just going to safely assume that Vader was, as soon as they were stolen, Vader was like
he was on it.
He was on it, and they were able to hand it off to Princess Leia, and then they ate shit.
Here's an interesting thing, though. In the very beginning, before they even started filming, they wanted to make the Rogue One series like a trilogy. So how do you think they go about doing that?
I don't want to
Rogue
do that.
1, 2, and 3, bro.
Like, do they not even end the movie without even getting the plans?
No.
Like, how do you think they drag it out, or do you just think this is like a standalone movie?
It better be a standalone movie.
One standalone movie.
It better be.
I have coworkers. I work in the TV industry and post, and I know some coworkers of mine. They feel like Disney is just milking every Star Wars possible stories. Personally, I don't feel that way because there are so many stories to be told. But I would feel that they are milking it if they're like Rogue 2, Rogue 3. It's like, no, there's no need for that bullshit, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind standalone movies. We're getting that with the Han Solo movie, and we're getting that with the Rogue One movie. Just one and done it. One and done it. That's it. That's how I feel.
Just
one good continue
movie
the main story.
Just continue the main story. Yeah. You could sprinkle. You know, after episode 8 and 9 are done, and they got the Han Solo. First of all, I don't know when the Han Solo movie takes place. I don't think anyone knows yet. But after episode 8 and 9, I think if it was me, if like I was in charge, and if I had creative freedom, I'd want to go back to like the old Republic days.
Yeah,
5,000 years. Give me brand new characters. Give me the height of the
Both,
Sith and the Jedi. How or maybe how the conflict started. You know, maybe there was maybe there wasn't. Who knows? But I want whole new characters. I don't want Skywalker anything. I just want to start fresh. And what better way than to go back 5,000 years,
yes.
in the past, and let's do it that way.
Especially dealing with like Darth Revan and all those characters. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Darth Revan, or Yoda's like almost damn near 1,000 years old. Maybe how about a young Yoda when he becomes a Jedi? Who knows? There's plenty of stories out there. Who knows?
Just go further and further back.
I know.
But more stories.
Yeah, but don't give me like a Yoda 1, Yoda 2, Yoda 3. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Don't give me a Yoda-lehu.
Come on. Yoda man.
Yoda man.
Yoda man too.
I don't even know how to fucking respond to that.
The wheels turning.
No. I do think that we did hear a little talks on standalone Luke Skywalker's mentor, not Yoda. Obi-Wan, thank you. I'm like blanked out on his name completely. I think that they were
another one, Kenobi.
I think they were going to do a standalone movie of him that takes place after Episode 3, because he was in hiding for many, many years, and yeah, that'd be kind of interesting.
Do you think they bring back Ewan McGregor though, or do you think they go
say
another?
Why not? I would say why not?
Because I felt like he did the road justice.
Yeah, he was probably one of the saving graces of that series.
I'll steer this back into the trailer, into the Rogue One trailer. The end of the trailer was amazing. It was like one of those. It made me feel like I was watching a cutscene from like Battlefront. It looks like a war film, and unlike the other Star Wars, this one actually legitimately looks like there is a war going on, and not just a story between a Skywalker story or anything like that. This is something beyond that, and it's kind of it kind of feels like a. Who was that Asian actor that was in the trailer that was like kicking ass? Donnie Yen?
Donnie Yen. Yeah.
I'm so excited that he's in there. We're going to see some sick ass moves. Some sick ass moves.
So sick, bruh.
He better be one of the guys that like. I would love to see him. Now I'm going on just pure speculation and what I'd like to see. But if he was part of the rebel crew that stole the plans, how badass would a fight with Darth Vader and that guy would be? Oh man, bro!
Bro! It's gonna be so gnarly.
The only thing that would top that is if like they included Jean-Claude Van Damme in the movie, doing splits.
He's Yoda. So hard. He's Yoda's instructor. He made Yoda Jedi.
It's like, Yoda, you gotta do these splits, bro.
I can't force it.
Force you must.
All right.
Yeah,
right. Don't make him laugh too hard.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Don't fuck this one up.
I'm gonna fuck it up though. Okay, Charlize Theron. See, I told you I was gonna screw this up, bro. I can't get it out of my head though. Okay. Every time I see the name, I just see Charlize Tyrone.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Okay. Say it again.
Charlize Theron.
All right, cool.
It's just really difficult because I want to say Charlie Tyrone. Oh man, I'm sorry, girl. She's being considered for a villain role in Fast 8. So, how do you think that plays out?
I mean, who's she gonna play? Jason Statham's sister or something?
Yeah, mother.
You know what I mean? He's just going down the family
You
tree.
hurt my boys.
Oh no, dude, no.
I'd make you pay Diesel.
Why? She doesn't need it. She doesn't need this.
Furiosa.
Look. She's a great actress. So depending, I think, on the part that she gets. I mean, we already know it's a villain or the bad guy. but what kind of bad guy and how that's portrayed, I think is it's really going to be key, right? I mean, obviously.
You know, I like this move just because of the sheer fact that it's going to be a woman. I know the kind of...
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's kind of lame excuse or whatever, but we haven't had a woman villain role in
that series?
Yeah, in that series.
I guess. I mean...
You know what? I think she's super talented. I just don't think she
fits here.
I don't think she's a fit. Honestly, I
think this is like a straight up like Mad Max. Because of Mad Max, you know, she's in here now.
If Vin Diesel,
and that's not to say that it's bad or anything. She did a good job there.
Because The Rock's going to be involved too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Vin Diesel, right? If one of those two, if there's a situation where it's like Jason Statham and Charlize Theron, and they're like opposite Vin Diesel, The Rock Johnson, I don't think she poses a physical threat, you know? So I don't know. Maybe she's a mastermind. You know, maybe she's
like a shot caller kind of person.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I would believe her in that role, that kind of role.
How about
sure.
How about a driving role?
I was about to say, yeah,
even a driving
she's like
role,
the head, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
it's just. I guess my only concern is, even though she's so super talented, and there's many positions you can put her in where she's going to be great, is I want her to be, unless she's going to go one-on-one with Michelle Rodriguez. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Charlize Theron in a fight per se, right? I mean, even in Mad Max, I didn't really see much of fight choreography from her end. It'd be nice to see, though.
Yeah.
We'll see what her role is and how. You can't possibly be bad in a Fast 8 movie, right?
No.
It's like she's probably the most talented person in the cast. So it's like, by far,
we're on the 8th one. Our standards are not high.
Yeah, it's like she's probably going to be the most believable out of everyone. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I just think this role is not good enough for her as far as a caliber of actress is concerned.
Who would have you liked to been cast in this role if they were indeed looking for a woman strictly to be a villain role?
You know what? I would cast Maggie from The Walking Dead.
Oh, that would have been a good choice. Yeah, I could see that.
Definitely. She has that kind of, that pissed off look. She can pull it off. She's a great actress. She kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I would have casted because
it's a good choice.
Even though Maggie, I don't know her real name. I'm just gonna call her Maggie.
I think Laura Cohen.
Lauren
Cohen. Yeah.
Even though she's still, I would consider her a better caliber actress or actor from the rest of the cast. She's still not as high as like a Charlize Theron as far as like status is concerned. She's pretty much there. Yeah, when it comes to the TV world. But yeah, that's who I would have casted. Any other options that you?
I would have went a cheaper route. Well, not cheaper as in like not in cheaper as in like paying money. You know what I mean? But Kate Beckinsale, like a cheaper version of Charlize. You know what I mean?
That too.
She's been in action movies.
Beckinsale.
Underworld.
Yeah, and she would be similar caliber.
Yeah, similar caliber, just not as high, and she would probably be cheaper. I mean.
Even in that same kind of I'm going the same kind of caliber actress. Mia Jovovich from Resident Evil.
Ooh, yeah,
that would be nice.
That beats me, dude. On my pick for sure. Mila Jovovich would be.
Wait, but these aren't bad castings. You know what I mean? All three would work. Like I would like to see all of these movies. You know,
and Mila Jovovich has shown that she just kicks ass. I mean, with the Resident Evil, she's done some choreography. She can do some fancy looking kicks, and
wasn't she in Expendables?
Really?
I thought she wasn't she?
Expendables?
Yeah, the girl version of Expendables.
I'd never even heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Didn't that come out recently?
Bro, you're on some D movie
I'm
listings right now.
I'm pretty sure you're correct because it sounds familiar. But
yeah, I
never even saw a trailer of that. But you're right.
She's that type of like woman that we've seen in action movies that kind of stands out from like a lot of other.
Sure. And she plays like she showed some kind of like military training in the third or fourth.
Third one's the one in the desert where she has like
in the desert. Yeah. So I think she can pull it off. I think all three casting choices, excluding Charlize Theron, are good. I mean, we'll see. I'm pretty sure she's going to smoke them out of the water, and it's just going to... I mean, what do you expect from a Fast 8? Yeah. Not much. Just action.
Yeah.
Craziness. And good stunts. Vin Diesel... not Vin Diesel, because he's fat as fuck. But The Rock Johnson flexing for sure.
Right Jason next to Statham. Him with that little pot belly.
You know what's so funny is that the Vin I feel like you kind of clown Vin Diesel like nonstop. Every single time he comes up, we keep calling him fat, and I'm just like, it's like we have like no right to call Vin Diesel fat, you know. But still, like, you know, if The Rock wasn't in the screen with him, he would look okay.
I know.
He'd look big. But when The Rock is next to him, you're like, who the hell is that guy? I bet you The Rock makes everyone look not as great, though, because The Rock is just full pumped up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so, it's not your fault, Vin. It's just... You know what you need, Vin?
Dietary advice from Marcus.
You need to get your physique that you had in like
Pitch Black, bro.
Pitch Black or Riddick, actually. Yeah. The second one, Riddick. That was like, whoa, dude, you're fucking ripped as fuck, you know. But then after that,
you've been eating
over 10 years ago.
Okay, granted.
You know what I mean?
You need to have that physique that you had in the infomercial for Street Sharks. You know, with
the swing arm technique.
Yeah, if you guys never seen, Google Vin Diesel Street Sharks commercial. It's great. It's hilarious. He was literally in commercials. You know, and.
That was, I think, one of the best ones, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The sound. He would do, like, the shark sound effect.
He'd go one by one, like, show their abilities.
Yeah. It's like, some Rocky Balboa action. I'm just like...
It was bad. It was bad.
Man, no. Shit. That's when he was really going 10 seconds in the quarter mile, man.
Oh shit! Volcano action over there, bro.
Don't edit that out. Leave that shit in there, dude.
That was wonderful, man. That was wonderful.
Oh man!
He quickly became a SeaWorld attraction.
You got some bugs hanging out.
You got bugs.
All right, now you can edit that shit out.
You can put it in your beard.
Oh shit!
Yeah, all right, you're good.
I'm not editing that out.
Woo, man!
That's how we do it on Big Time Super Friends.
Anyways, that's it.
that is not it. He's just fucking with you because we still got one more topic.
All right.
Suicide Squad. The new trailer, the Blitz trailer, it just dropped, an hour ago? Couple
Something
hours?
like that, yeah. Dropped today.
It dropped today, and you know what? Well, first, I want to hear your guys' take on it. You know, you go first, Toby.
I think I'm the most critical one here.
The 3.5?
Yeah, you don't say.
The 3.5. I give that trailer a 2.5.
like the action looks cool, I guess, you know.
I guess, whatever, if you're into that.
It doesn't stand out. You know, I wanted it to stand out. You know, not
compared
just
to what? I mean, it stands out more than Civil War. Civil War looks like a piece of shit, I think, compared to Suicide Squad.
And I agree with you there.
Like visual-wise?
Total package.
Not visual wise, just like how they set up everything in the trailer. I don't feel like they necessarily like
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, made a Civil War.
Oh, okay.
And this trailer was much more serious, I guess. I feel like it's closer to what we're actually gonna get in the
Yeah.
in the movie, as opposed to that really awesome first trailer. You know, that was
Right.
like. Then we hear about the reshoots happening to include God knows what. I mean, it could be action scenes. It could be more like funny scenes. We don't know at this point because, you know, WB is kind of in denial about BVS. You know what I mean?
I'll say this. I personally think that this trailer was better than the first one. I think this is my favorite one so far.
I agree.
Because you see all of the cast. You actually see them interacting with each other. You get a better idea as to how the action's going to go, how it's kind of a witty, there's going to be some comedy in there. And, you know, I think that you see a better look as to what you're going to be getting. So I think it kind of fills your expectations just a little bit.
And they give you the motivation we know that the motivation for building the group is to have them do secret op shit, you know?
Yeah.
But in the beginning of the trailer, they were saying, imagine if Superman were to walk into the White House. And it's like, who is going to stop him? And I think that's kind of like an extra added motivation as to building a team,
Yes.
a possible team.
And I like that reason. I like that reason. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because they're playing on the fear of the citizens that live in this world.
Who's going to protect people from Superman? Well, the bad guys.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like,
You got to see more Batman footage.
yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
You know, I think there was a shot where he
Like
actually
jumped off a
leaped
building
off
or
the
something.
building.
I didn't see it, but I heard that China had a new trailer as well, like a couple weeks ago, and they showed a lot of Joker in it. And I just didn't get a chance to like see it, but
I haven't seen
they
it.
said it was like Joker filled. So I was like,
What was the name of this trailer?
The Blitz
the
trailer.
Blitz trailer.
The Blitz trailer.
Yeah, because there's the Ballroom Blitz song at the end.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, dude. I am excited. I love Marvel and DC all the way. No matter if it's Netflix. Netflix shows are awesome. The CW shows with the Flash are awesome. I've so far liked every single superhero movie that they've made after Iron Man
No,
on
Marvel.
both Marvel and DC side, excluding Iron Man 3.
I think everybody hates that one though.
Everyone
Like
should hate it.
universally
Yeah.
just doesn't
Everyone
hated,
knows.
yeah.
If you like Iron Man 3, there's something wrong.
Get
with
outta
you.
here.
Yeah.
But every other like superhero movie I've just enjoyed. And as far as like my hype level's concerned, there's oh my god, what's coming out this year? We got Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange, Civil War,
War,
Suicide Squad, and I think Black Panther, right? Or is
I
that
think
next year?
that's
I
next
think
year.
that's next year.
But Suicide Squad is by far for me the most anticipated, like as far as hype is concerned.
Me
I
too.
cannot wait to see more. Some people didn't like the Batman vs Superman. 3.5, but I could see. But the one thing that you did like was the Batman in the movie, right? And we're gonna see a little more Batman, which is great. Our first look at this new Joker. Awesome.
Which
And
I
our
liked what we saw in this trailer.
and our first look at Harley Quinn, which is like triple bang. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, she's very good looking as Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn could easily, if she knocks it out of the park here,
She can make or break this movie.
she could
I
possibly
agree.
do a standalone
Harley movie.
That'd be cool.
Harley Quinn.
That would be
movie.
awesome. I hope they also steer away from that abusive relationship she has with Joker, because I feel like that would
Ooh,
kind of
that's
take
a tough
away.
one, though.
That's a tough one because that's kind of their thing.
That would take away from like the strong woman, like personality in that she's supposed to represent.
I know what you mean. I can see
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
like
tough.
obviously, like their origins kind of lie together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
it's tough because Joker essentially
I
he
just
created her.
and he controls her.
yeah, but I just don't want her to have to need him like she did in like the
Sure.
the comics or the
Sure.
animated series. You know what I mean?
and
I
I'm-
feel like
Games, really.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to work their way around that. Like, I don't think they're going to show that. Not in today's age. But that is at the heart of Harley Quinn. That is her.
Yeah.
Essentially, that is her. That's like making a Superman that just
kills everybody.
kills everyone.
I don't know.
That's like,
B versus.
well, I'll put it this way. That's like
he was killing folks left and
That's
right,
like
bro.
creating a Superman that acts like Batman. or a Batman that acts like Superman. It's just, it would look weird. But I think they'll be on the safe side, and I think they can rearrange that character any way they want, because I don't think a lot of women nor male fans, for that matter, know enough about Harley Quinn to say,
like, oh, that's off.
Yeah, that's off,
Yeah.
or that doesn't. That's not the Harley Quinn that I know.
It was crazy because
but can you say the same thing about Lex Luthor and Batman vs Superman? No, but everyone had an opinion on him.
Yeah, exactly.
But Lex Luthor's more known. He's been around longer, and really the Harley Quinn origin was in the cartoon.
Yeah,
that's how she came about.
Yeah.
She didn't. I mean, I have her. I have Harley Quinn standalone comic. It's a pretty good comic. And there she didn't need Joker. She was out doing her own adventures, and she was kicking ass in that comic. And I think it could be done without the Joker, but you have to sprinkle him. I feel like you have to sprinkle him in if they end up going that route of introducing a standalone movie, and they could easily do it.
Yeah. I have another question for you guys. What are your first impressions of the Joker?
I like him. I like the voice.
I didn't like him at first. The more I see him, the more I like him. And I think it's because he's going with the vibe of the movie better the more I see him. He's a kooky, kind of weird
I like that,
character, but as a whole, the movie seems to also be that tone.
I really love it. Like, I'm in love with the laugh of
laugh.
this Joker,
It reminds me of the cartoon Mark Hamill. A little bit of Mark Hamill in there.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of that.
Yeah, the tone, his voice, the look. We do.
The look I could do without a little bit, because he kind of looks like a rock star almost. Just
he could be.
Yeah, I mean,
he
am I the only one feeling that he looks like a rock star?
Well, he comes out in a leather trench coat, purple trench coat,
purple Lambo,
But I dig it, dude. Give me something new. Give me something that's like I don't see coming. That's what I want to see. It's like I miss watching movies where I'm surprised. Like, I usually see the ending coming, or see a character's developing, where the development of a certain character is going ahead of time, and that's why I just enjoy DC movies slightly better, because they're not playing by the rules. Essentially, they're just not. And keep in mind, if you're worried about the Joker, we are talking about an award winner here. Okay,
yeah,
he's talented.
Yes,
he's talented. If you want to see a good movie of his, go see Dallas Buyers Club.
That's a fantastic movie.
It's an
Requiem for a Dream.
amazing movie.
Yeah, even that one. Yeah.
And he was just, quite frankly, he's a better actor than Heath Ledger, and look what he was able to bring to the table. So I'm expecting really, really high
hopes for the Joker, at least.
Yeah, and I think he's going to deliver.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's our last topic.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yeah.
Tell us what you guys think on all these topic, guys. Do you agree with us and on any of these things? Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Let us know
in the comments below.
Like, share, and subscribe.
We like to read your thoughts.
We like to read your thoughts.
And stay tuned for next week, where we will be talking about whether or not the book is in fact better than the movie.
This will anger a lot of people.
Is in fact.
I'm looking at you, Renee Duran. You know the answer, brah.
The books.
Later.
Later.
Peace.